Okay, so good evening all and welcome back to the session. This is Generative AI Masterclass. So friends, in the last session, we have gone through with certain tasks that we can perform with the help of large language model. And we have discussed about the sentiment analysis, the summarization, and question and answer. So, what we have done in these particular tasks, we have just mentioned the task, and the pipeline was able to fetch a particular large language model, and which is the default model for that particular task. Say if we are using say sentiment analysis inside the pipeline, we are having some default models and it is fetching those particular models in order to perform the task. Then summarization. So in the same fashion, like we are having the model, large language model for summarization, and we haven't specified the large language model which is utilized to perform the task. We are picking the pipeline is picking the default model. There are a lot of tasks, and we will be going further with those particular details, and we majorly focus on to the practical aspects. And we are going through the task what we can perform with the help of large language models. Although like there are a lot of tasks that we can perform, but like the broader level, broader category, we are going to cover in our discussion. So sentiment analysis, summarization, question and answer. The next one is fill mask. Fill mask. Okay. So fill mask is something like fill in the blanks. Okay. Before moving further, let me try to proceed with summarization only. And at this moment, what I will do, I will specify a large language model, and that particular model will be picked in order to perform the task. So let me first do the or specify a large language model and just have a look how we can do that. So this is generative AI. I will come here. I can create the new notebook and I can give a name, say generative AI, and that will be say third practical. So this is the third practical. Okay. And what I will do, I will just do the copy and paste. Simple stuff like I will import the pipeline from the transformer. So I will do the execution. And what I will do, I will copy this particular line, say the summarization we have done. Let me pick the summarization. So we have done the summarization over here. Okay, so this is the summarization, and I can change the name, say summarization instead of say classifier, summarization, and I will be using pipeline and task equal to summarization. And what I will do, previously, once we were using summarization, so we haven't specified the model over here. But what I want to have a model over here, or I don't want to go with the default model, which is coming Distilbert CNN 12-6. This is the default model which is coming for the summarization. So what I want to have a different model. And let me check that particular model. So I will come over here and I will check for say BART hyphen large and CNN. Okay. So this is the Facebook model BART. and I'm going to utilize this particular model, and large sized model fine tuned on CNN daily email. And what this particular model is going to do, BART is a transformer encoder. This BART is particularly effective when fine tuned for text generation, example summarization. Okay, so it can do what? Summarization and translation. Are you able to see? Guys, are you able to see? See, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Perfect. So, yesterday I was talking about a model can do a lot of tasks. So over here it can do summarization and translation. Okay, so I want to perform the summarization with the help of this particular model. So I will copy this model. Okay, I will copy it from here, and what I will do, I will paste it over here. Instead of this, I will do a little bit change, and I will say mention model, and the model will be equal to this, and that's it. I will keep the rest of the things as it is, but at this moment I'm supplying a model. I don't want to go with this particular Distilbart CNN hyphen 12 hyphen 6 model, and this is the default model once I was performing the summarization. But what I just want to have a different model to perform the summarization. So I have given a particular keyword summarization, and I have used the pipeline and task equal to summarization, model equal to this, and then min length and max length you can specify. So I have like executed this particular line, device set to CPU. And previously, once we were using, okay, once we were executing this particular line, it was saying no model was supplied, defaulted to say SSH, uh, Distilbart, CNN. Okay, Shelfer, I think this is the organization which has created this particular model. No need to worry like about the naming convention and all. You just need to focus over here. No model was supplied. At this moment, we didn't get that particular error. So over here, there is one thing that you need to know. Okay, in my machine, like I have used this Facebook BART large CNN model. But if you had used this particular model, so it will load this particular model, like loading will be performed at that moment once you are going to use it. And let me try to show you uh, with Google Colab. Okay, so Google Colab, you can open Google Colab just by typing the Google Colab. And over here, you can have a new notebook. Okay, and you can give a name to this particular notebook and say GenAI hyphen underscore 3. Yeah. So this is the say third sheet. We are moving almost in the same way. I will import the transformer. Okay, so it will import the transformer. It will connect to the resource. It is showing say connecting. So it is going to connect to the resources.
Ashok, hello.
Yep, yep.
In the meantime, I'm having in this class, having one or two doubts. Is
Mm-hmm.
it okay to discuss now or once this activity?
Yeah,
Like,
of course. Like we can discuss after some
okay,
time. Yep.
okay, okay, no problem.
And we can copy this particular line over here, summarization, and just have a look. So if I'm going to do the execution, so what it is saying, uh, unknown summarization. Okay, a little bit, you can say, coding mechanism or syntax will change once we are using it inside the Colab.
Yeah, sometime I also faced while using the summarization. Na? When I used on the Jupyter notebook, the same error is coming,
So,
and I used on the Colab, it working fine. Don't know.
so just have a look over here. It is like loading this particular, you can say, model, huh? And it has used text generation instead of summarization, huh? And Bart Lars. So over here, with respect to the collab, like it is taking text generation, it is not taking summarization, huh? Okay, and like we are having this particular model, and now we will be able to use it, and it is showing say model dot encoder layer and position weights and all a lot of things are there. So no need to worry, don't no need to worry about these particular things. We will be going through with all of these particular details in our upcoming sessions. But what I want, if like this particular model is not available in your machine, so it is the this particular, you can say, statement is going to download the model in your machine, and then you will be able to use it, huh? So over here it has downloaded this particular model in your machine, and now you will be able to use it. But in my case, I have downloaded it previously, so it is just mentioning device set to CPU, huh? Device set to use CPU. So in your case, like, a detailed downloading will happen, and then you will be able to use the the large language model. Now, you need to recall what I have mentioned, like how you will be able to use the large language model. First, like with the help of APIs. So over here, we are not using API. Okay. And second one was download the model in your machine and do the inference, huh? So we are downloading that particular large language model in our machine, and at this moment, like, the LLM is locally available for us, and it will do the inference, huh? So we have loaded the BART last CNN model in our machine, and now I will proceed for the summarization, huh? So I will take this particular data, okay, and this is a text data. Rest of the steps will remain same. I will do the execution, okay. Now what I will do, I will have say result or say summary. Okay, summary, what it will be, I will use this particular summarizer and pass this particular text data inside it, and then I will print this particular summary, yeah. And it will be, you can say, the it will contain the less number of lines, and probably it will be a refined version of the previous model, it might be possible like the accuracy which is given by this particular model, BART large CNN, that will be a little bit higher, and you can compare it once you are getting the outcome, so we are having the summary, and you can you can capture the outcome only if you want. Okay, so that is the another stuff, but the main objective was to supply a model. We don't want to go with the default model, huh? And this is required, like once you are moving towards the production environment, so we can't go onto the default model, huh? Default model is something, say at this moment, like we are having default model, say this is the default model, say BART is the default model, but after some time, say pipeline change this particular default model. And if you have used this particular model to summarize your data, so after some time, like if the model is changed, the accuracy may be increased or decreased based upon the model, what is being picked as a default one. Okay, so as a production, you can say guideline, you don't there is no need to go with default selection. Okay, you need to specify a particular model, and then you will be able to perform your task now. So over here we have specified a model, and we have done the summarization. So
Acha, acha, so one thing, sorry to
mhm,
interfere. Like
mhm,
you said, in the production environment, we cannot
mhm.
go by default model. We can
Mhm.
use the model. We can get the information from the organization, or how we can use the or from that like higher management. They can provide. You can go for this model. Like how to utilize.
Okay, so this is depending upon the approved LLMs for your organization. So we are working majorly on to the anthropic large language models, and there are three categories: say Sonnet,
Mm,
Haiku, and Opus. Three types of models are there, which are given by the anthropic. There is another model as well, say Mythos, that is for security. You can say checks, huh? Or governance related stuff. Say if there are certain vulnerabilities onto your code, so Mythos is utilized in order to check those particular vulnerabilities, and that is not, you can say, given to the other organization. So majorly there are three types of models which are given by Anthropic. We are using Anthropic models, huh? Now,
okay.
out of these three models, three categories of models, these models are having different, you can say, versions as well.
Mhm,
Say Sonnet 3.5, 3.7,
mhm,
4.0,
mhm,
4.5, and 4.6, 4.7 as well, which is recently launched, huh? So,
okay.
what we have done the benchmarking of our outcome based upon these three classes of models. Say we have used Sonnet, we have used Opus, and we have used Haiku as well, huh? So,
Mhm,
based upon the business, what we came to know, the Sonnet is providing the correct results, and the cost is also within the limit. Huh? Even like say the Opus and Haiku models, these are something, say the having more thinking capabilities, and these are the models which are used for code generations, or a lot of thinking is required, or say scientific research related task is being done, then those particular models are utilized, huh? Sonnet, if you are having a simple RAG chatbot, so Sonnet is working good at that moment, huh? So we have opted the Sonnets, and once a particular new version is coming, we need to update our chatbots to the updated version of the Sonnet, and this is a particular life cycle as well for a particular model. Huh? So say 3.7 is expired or deprecated in Fab 2026. Okay,
mhm.
4.0 will be obsolete in October 2026. So we need to definitely move on to the another kind of large language models. So it is not like, say, to answer your query into a crisp way, it is not like you are going to opt a particular model and you can say this is the model what I'm going to use. It will be, the model selection will be depending upon the benchmarking that you have done on top of different models, and the accuracy what you have achieved in sync of the business. Okay,
Okay.
then you are going to choose a particular model, and there is another stuff as well. Say, if a model is providing the good result, but still the cost is towards the higher side, do I need to consider cost or quality?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at that moment as well, the decision needs to be taken. Huh?
Okay.
Making sense?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Perfect. Huh? So, like we are having the outcome and we are able to get the summary. And the main thing is that we have supplied a model, large language model over here in order to perform the task. So we have seen summarization with passing a large language model. Now, let's proceed with the fill mask. Now, fill mask is something, say, fill in the blank kind of activities. Fill in the blank. Okay. So, what I will do, I will perform the fill mask analysis and just have a look over here. Hmm. Fill mask. Okay, so I have imported the transformer that is perfectly pipeline. Sorry, that is perfectly fine, and I will use this particular pipeline. So I can specify the fill mask keyword over here, and I will say specify pipeline. And what I will do, I will say use fill mask over here, fill mask, and the model say equal to what I will use BERT based uncased. BERT based uncased. This is the model what I'm going to use. Uh, BERT base uncased. Let me try to use mm, and we'll see if things are fine. BERT based uncased. Okay, so it is showing, say, some weights of the model checkpoint but based uncased are not well used. So let me check, say, fill mask. Robert Bird FA mask. Okay, let me try to use this. Pijarai and let me try to check a bird model for fill masking. So this is perfectly fine. And this is the new model. So download last month 10. Okay, that is perfectly fine. Let me try to import it. So I haven't used this particular model, Hijarai. Value error. But doesn't appear to have the file name PyTorch. And can I use it inside this? Let me try to check it over here. Same stuff. Fill mask. Same error, OS error. Huh? Let me try to check another model.
So, but with some case model will also be there
Hmm.
or use fill mask.
Fill mask. Or let me try to proceed.
Yes, yes.
Say, just a minute. Huh? I don't want to supply a model. Huh? So what it will do?
Then then it will automatically take but with some case model.
This still bird based on case. Huh? So I haven't supplied a model and it is going to pick a default model. Huh? So and this particular default model was not in my machine, so it is going to download it and then I will be able to have it. Huh? And what is the another way? Mhm. Still, so what is being happening? These are the free models, huh? Free large language models. These are the free large language models, huh? And if like these particular models are not having a valid use, so updation is not happening. And if the updation is not happening and your machine is keep on updating, so these particular LLMs will be obsolete or outdated, so you will not be able to use these particular LLMs. So at this moment, say if it is throwing error, it means like there are certain things that which are not uh, according to this particular large language model. And software field, this is majorly happening. Say if we are having another version of say Python or another version of a particular dependent application, so the functionality will not work in a proper way. So we need to like keep tracking all of these particular things. So previously that BERT based uncased was working, but at this moment it is not working. So because of say certain upgradations and all, those need to be done at that LLM side or in my machine side. So those are not in sync. So it is not able to have it. But our main focus is towards understanding the functionality of fill mask. What is the meaning of fill mask? What this particular fill mask can do? Okay, so over here, what I will do, so this is, I have specified this particular fill mask over here. This is the keyword which is carrying the large language model. The distill bird, distill robot, Robetra base. This is the LLM which is being utilized over here, and I will use this particular fill mask. So let me mention it over here, and what I will do, say, uh, text is, I can pass a particular text one, and I will say, hello, I am fine. What about? And I can give a mask over here. Okay. So what about you? This is a mask over here. Oh, I just need to fill this particular blank with the help of this particular large language model. So I will then say result equal to uh, fill mask, and I will pass this particular text from this and say what has happened. No mask token found in the input. Okay. I have done the execution of this. Do I need to give the context as well? Give me a minute.
So if required, I can open my practice notebook, fill mask.
Is it like this? Just a minute. Mask. Okay. So it is going to take in this particular way. Mask need to be supplied in this particular way. And I can print result. So different LLMs are having different way of specifying this particular token, mask token. So previously, probably, if you have attended my previous batch, so over there, probably we have used mask in capital letters, and it was, you can say, it was inside the square brackets. Now we have mentioned in this particular way. Now just have a look over here. Score is say 3%. Token is 3859 token string. So it is providing me different outcome. So first one is say tomorrow. So hello, I'm fine. What about tomorrow? Okay, so this is the first sentence. Then another one is say the the score is 1% over here, and token is 47, and you. Okay, so hello, I'm fine. What about you? Okay, this is also good. Correct. Then another one is say yours. Hello, I'm fine. What about yours? Okay. And hello, I'm fine. What about ya? And what about dinner? Okay. So these are the different words which can be filled over here. Let me take another example. Probably it is having the information about that. And let me say Narendra Modi is Prime Minister of and space. And I can do text 2, and I will pass a result 1, and I will pass a text 2 over here, text 2, and I can print it. Print this one. What has happened? Uh, so there's no need to mention result over here. Okay, and just have a look. So if I'm passing this, say Narendra Modi is Prime Minister of, and this is the blank. So first one is say 48% accuracy, India. Narendra Modi is Prime Minister of India. Then we are having say Prime Minister of Bihar. Then Narendra Modi is Prime Minister of Maharashtra. Okay, Prime Minister of Gujarat, Prime Minister of Nepal. So what is being happening, the LLM is going to utilize its knowledge base in order to provide the output, and 48% is the highest accuracy, and rest of the outcomes are having least accuracy. Say Bihar is on 20%, Maharashtra is probably 12%, and Gujarat is on 12%, and Nepal is on 17%. So, like over here, India is having the highest accuracy, so India will be picked up. So this is the way, like how the generative AI is working. The outcome which is having the highest accuracy, that will be picked in order to frame your output. Correct? Making sense? Is it fine with everyone? Fill mask.
Mm. Yeah, it's fine, Ashok. Just one question here. Like it will pick the highest, those having the percentage is highest, then the mod, like if you want the output from the respective models, so and like it provides the different output, then how we like, how would we know like this? Because as per my understand, this model cannot provide the correct output. Okay, then how would we know this is the correct model? Like suppose if I'm working in the current organization and
Mm-hmm.
the same thing happening is with my like approved model, then
Mm-hmm.
we need to raise the concern, or based on how how the correct output is speaking, because otherwise we can get the wrong information, na? We cannot get even in the current organization, like they use the Nokia GPT here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes we are pasting the we are asking to the related to the hardware or something, we cannot get the correct information. What is
Mm-hmm.
this issue happened with the model, due to of this
No,
model
no, 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 no. This is not the model issue. Let me. This is, you can say, probably you have seen this transformer explainer.
only? Yes, yes,
Okay.
I see.
So based upon the temperature setting, like we are able to get the outcome, and these particular things we well uh, clear once we will be going through with the transformer architecture. Over here, like we are trying to predict the next, you can say, character next word based upon the given sentence. Say data visualization empowers users to visualize. And if we are varying this particular, you can say, temperature, okay,
Mm-hmm.
then say if I'm going to vary, it is in a hanged like situation. Mhm.
Based on this temperature, the world is peaking. I'm confused here.
Just a minute, you will be able to get the information. Okay, so just have a look over here. We are having say a temperature and top K. Okay, how
Mhm,
many top K outcomes you want to have? If you want like two outcome,
mhm,
okay,
mhm,
it is
mhm, mhm.
providing me say
Okay.
visualize, create. Okay, in the same fashion, like if I can have multiple, you can say outcomes. Okay, okay. And same thing is you can say controlled with the help of temperature. Over here I'm picking the number of outcomes, top k elements,
Mhm,
and if I want to have the diversification in the output, okay, if I'm moving towards zero, okay, if I'm
mhm.
moving towards zero, it means say diversification is minimized. If I'm
Mhm.
moving towards one, so
Yes.
it is creating, it is going to add the diversification inside the output,
Mhm, mhm,
and
mhm.
based upon the k values, those particular k values will be captured in order to
Right.
draft your output.
Right. Got it
Okay,
now, answer. Now got it.
okay, so this is perfectly fine. Fill mask, there are a lot of other things as well. Let me try to have another example. Okay, the next example or next task, what I can perform with the help of transformers, that is, say, translation. Okay, translation. Just give me a minute. So, next example is the translation. uh, say Hindi to English, English to French. So we are having different translators, and I just want to do the translation task with the help of large language model. So what I will do, I will try to check see if there is something Hindi to English, English to Hindi, English to Hindi. If Hindi to English is there, Hindi to English to Hindi. Okay, let me try to check. I haven't used this particular LLM. No model card. Use this particular model. Let me try to do the inference. Uh, I don't know like it will work or not, but let me try to do this. Uh, so translation, and I will use pipeline and say task is translation and say model equal to this one. Okay, so it is providing me error. Translation XX2YY. Not taking this particular model. Trans.
I think the same way we can use directly APIs.
Let me try to. I just want to use different model now. Say English to French. Gujarati translation, ASL translation, translation English French. Let me try to use this one. No, this is not picking. Hmm. English to French. Let me try to use this one. Mhm. Unknown task available audio classification. Probably spelling mistake is there. So unknown translation task, audio classification, the question answer, feature extraction, fill mask, uh, uh, translation, text to speech, token translation. Is there any issue? Spelling mistake, guys. Okay. So let me try to check that English to Hindi piece. English to Hindi. Hindi to English. English to Hindi. If it is able to. Hmm. Now it is downloading this particular model. Correct? Say yes or no,
Right,
guys.
right.
Okay. So let's see, like we are trying to do English to Hindi translation. And meanwhile, what I will do, what has happened? Marine tokenizer requires sentence piece library, but it was not installed. Check out.
I think we can use in the collab this directly.
Hmm. Let me try to use it over there. It is having its own issue. Invalid translation task. Okay,
So
pipeline is not used over here. Huh?
they are
Mhm.
importing tokenizer and auto model.
That is fine. It is not an issue. It is not working with pipeline. Is it?
Mhm.
Huh. Let me try to check it over here. Which library it was saying? Marian tokenizer. Huh? Marian tokenizer. Huh? I'm trying to install this library. It is saying say import error. Should
Mhm.
find that satisfies this. Pip available. Mhm.
Meantime, they say we are using the huggiesface.com. Okay,
Hugging face. Mhm.
directly. Like while using the transfer, it automatically goes to the there. Why we are not used other APIs?
Other
Other
issue.
uh, API interface.
Yeah, that will come in upcoming sessions. That will
Okay,
come in upcoming sessions.
okay, okay, okay.
We have just started. Like this is the sixth session.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys must understand the basics basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Restart. Couldn't find the version that satisfies the requirement. Marian tokenizer, no magic distribution found. Huh? I was not able to find this.
Can you run after this one? Na? You can insert one more row after, or it will. What do you think?
Where?
In the after upgrading the pip, you can
No,
yeah.
no, 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 no. It will throw same issue probably because the
Okay, you
backend
want
has
that?
been updated. Huh? So
Okay.
pip has been updated. So you need to restart the kernel to get the update. Okay, leave it. Hindi to English we will see later. Okay, let's try to proceed with French one only.
Mm.
Okay, so what I will do, I will have the French piece. Let's see, pipeline is not defined, so I need to import pipeline. It is, it will take a little bit time in order to import it. And once imported, we will be able to have the translation and it will be from English to French. Okay, so Pipeline is available. Let me run it. Device is set to CPU. Huh? So probably this is summarization. Huh? No, 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 no. Okay. So it will download this particular model, Opus MTEN English to French, basically. Perfect. I'm having this model. Okay. It is still showing the issues. The tokenizer cannot be sliced. Please make sure the sentence piece installed. Huh? Six sentence piece. So let me try to have the installation of sentence piece. Sentence piece is installed. Let me try to have the installation once again. What happened? Sentence piece is installed now. Have pipeline first. Task is very simple. If we are able to have the model, we can proceed with the default one, but I just want to show you, say, these are the different ways how you can have the LLMs in your machine. So okay, now we are able to have this English to French piece, English to French LLM. Now what I can say, I can have, say, text data, and it is say, hello, how are you? What I can do for you? Okay. So this is the text data, and I just want to pass it from this particular translation task and pass this particular text data over here and do the execution. I say result trans. This is the variable, and say result trans. I can print it. Okay. So this is the translation task. Bonjour, comment, always. If you are able to understand the French, so this is the French conversion of this particular text. Correct?
Can we check on the Google same way it
Yeah,
came?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Convert it in English. Huh?
Mhm.
Hello, how are you?
No, just only.
First sentence. Huh?
Can you convert English to Hindi? The complete word, the word we passed. Na, might
But
be.
the LLM is not available over here. Na? So
Uh,
we are not able to set the English to Hindi LLM.
okay.
But it was not set properly.
No, no, no. The word English we pass, na, can complete word for the French. They are given only the first, only hello, how are you? So directly, can we ask to the Google to convert the complete line to in French?
So
And then,
I didn't get it properly. What?
but what I'm saying, we in the chat GPT we passed na French to English. So instead of we can pass the English
So
line complete. What is
so we
I
have
can
give so we have given the full stop question mark over here. So if I have mentioned the comma, so it is taking the complete piece. Huh?
now taking okay.
Okay.
Now we can get
So
the correct.
convert to English. Huh? Okay.
Now
So
fine.
the LLM is working perfectly. Huh? So, guys, what we have seen in our today's session, so we have seen film mask and we have seen the translation. Another stuff like we have specified the LLM by ourselves. We haven't moved with the default specification of the large language model. We have picked different, you can say, LLMs and proceed for the task. Huh? So I think that's it for this particular session. If you guys are having any
One,
query, you can
yeah,
ask.
one query, just one or two, little. It's a small,
Mhm.
like maybe I missed it. It's okay
Mhm.
when I gone through the recording. So at that time I
Mhm.
noticed, like mostly time we use the word classifier.